I've never had one complaint from the lab when drawing blood with the syringe instead of vacuum tubes. So please explain your point. Great question. Down the rabbit hole we go. So let's talk about Vacutainers first. The Vacutainers have a fixed amount of negative pressure. You can't have less, you can't have more. I mean, you can, but they chose to design it to have about 4.5 to 5 psi of negative pressure, and that's basically just to fill up the volume required for that tube. It's about, 2.31 or 5 mLs, depending on the size of your tubes. And so the Vacutainers were designed to draw blood to fill that tube. That's the primary objective. And it's not about trying to decrease hemolysis. It's not trying to prevent endothelial injury. All it's trying to do is get you to 8 milliliters, 3 milliliters, 2 milliliters. And so it's unbiased negative pressure. And if you don't fill it up all the way, which a lot of us don't, it's going to have sustained negative pressure, meaning that negative pressure is going to continually cavitate inside of that Vacutainer tube. That's why partially filled tubes are hemolyzing, because we're holding on to that negative pressure, that cavitation. This is why venting that tube, that top, if it's partially filled, or filling it all the way until there's no more drips of blood, which can take a very long time, which none of us are waiting to see that. We are over negative pressurizing the blood samples with Vacutainers almost all the time. Now, some red blood cells are healthier than others, so the less inflammation, diabetes, and all these other factors that influence the integrity of the red blood cells. As long as we're generally healthy, we can take a bit of trauma, we can take a bit of cavitation. We have a more elastic deformation and not plastic deformation. So the problem with unhealthy blood cells is that they have plastic deformation. So then why do you have so much success with the syringe? It's because you, my friend, have been doing it beautifully the entire time. Whereas a lot of us are holding it, trying to get that blood to come out. And we suck on it really hard, hoping that it'll help bring the blood out of the veins. But it's actually cavitating all that blood. And we see bubbles percolating and we think it's leaking. But it's actually the cavitation. And so you, my friend, have been doing it perfectly this whole time with the least amount of pressure, I'm assuming, while the rest of us are